Sarah, I just checked my account. Oh, did the transfer go through properly? Sarah, it looks like you've transferred another $100,000 this year. Just use it however you like, dear. We caused you so much trouble because of my foolish son. I'm truly sorry. I really wish you wouldn't keep doing this. The bank staff must think I'm involved in something suspicious by now. Let them think what they want. You deserve every penny. And all that stuff with Tyler happened 5 years ago already. You don't need to feel responsible and apologize anymore. Oh, but I do. Every time I see a wedding announcement, I think about what he did to you. I've moved past it, really. I barely think about it anymore. You don't need to worry about me. Emma. Tyler disappeared 5 minutes before the reception, and just like that, the reception was canceled. Even the marriage registration we had planned for the next day was canceled. I was definitely shocked at the time, but I've moved on now. Well, I'm so happy you've recovered, Emma. But you know what? Even if you've forgiven him, I, as his parent, cannot. I never raised him to be so selfish. Sarah. A groom disappearing right before the reception. It's unheard of. We had just finished the church ceremony, and everyone thought we were moving on to the fun reception. So many people had come. Relatives, friends, co-workers. Nobody expected him to say he was going to the bathroom and then just vanish. And then complete radio silence. No way to contact him. I wonder where Tyler is and what he's doing now. I don't care where that idiot's son is or what he's doing. As far as I'm concerned, my son is dead to me. I can understand why you feel so strongly about it. You had such a hard time back then too, Sarah, having to apologize to all the guests and the venue staff with me. The shame of it still burns. My husband was embarrassed to go to work for weeks. Your husband was so kind through it all, despite everything. That's why I want you to accept the inheritance that was meant for Tyler. As an apology for that day, please continue to accept it. But sending me $100,000 every year is too much. It's been 5 years. I've already received $500,000. You should spend that money on yourselves. No, we've already got our retirement money. That money would have been his anyway if he hadn't disappeared like that. If he'd been a proper son. Are you really sure about this? Emma dear, don't feel bad about it. This is just our selfish wish. We don't want to leave a single penny to that foolish son. So please think of it as helping us out and use it all. But really, you can use it for anything. If you have a new boyfriend, you can use it to travel with him. I've also heard young people these days spend a lot on their hobbies and fandoms. It makes me happy to know you're using it for fun things like that. I never told you, but I donated part of it to a women's shelter. That's wonderful, dear. See, you're putting it to good use. I understand. If it makes you and your husband feel better, I'll gratefully accept it. You're the daughter we should have had. Sarah. Just promise me you won't let his memory hold you back anymore. I promise. I'm building my own happiness now. That's all we want for you, dear.
Hey, Emma! Long time no see! Have you been well?
Tyler, is this some kind of joke?
It's really me! You probably haven't been well, right? The wedding was canceled because of me, and I hurt you so much. I'm really sorry.
5 years of silence, and this is how you start?
I know it's sudden.
Yes, I was really hurt back then. No matter how many times I tried to contact you, there was complete silence. And now you suddenly message me.
I thought about you every day.
Funny, I stopped thinking about you years ago, and now you turn up out of the blue.
I guess I surprised you, but you know I really wanted to make things right with you. That's why I came back.
Make things right? You mean you want to get back together?
Listen, I want to marry you this time for real.
Wait a minute, what are you saying? Getting back together now? Don't be ridiculous.
People change, Emma. I've grown up.
Have you really?
I'm serious. I really want to marry you.
Then why did you run away that time? And then no contact for 5 years? What exactly are you trying to do?
I couldn't face you after what I did.
But you can face me now?
I'm really sorry about 5 years ago. Back then I was just a coward. I suddenly got scared of marriage and ended up running away.
What? You ran away from the wedding venue for that?
The pressure was overwhelming.
The pressure of what exactly?
You know how they say marriage is a man's grave, right? Actually, I started getting anxious before the wedding, and it peaked right before the reception.
You mean you had cold feet?
Yeah, exactly that. Turns out guys can get cold feet too.
Seriously?
But I came to my senses right after running away, and I kept beating myself up about what an idiot I'd been. But after running away, I didn't know how to come back, and before I knew it, 5 years had passed.
You took way too long to come to your senses. In 5 years, we could have had 2 Olympics.
I deserve that.
You deserve a lot more than that.
But I've come back now. I really gathered up my courage to do this.
Courage? Is that what you call it?
I still have our engagement photo.
Well, I am glad you contacted me. I was worried since I didn't even know if you were alive. But I thought you'd run off with another woman, and now you're telling me it was just cold feet?
Another woman? No way! I've only ever had eyes for you!
That would have been a better excuse, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, when someone runs away from their wedding reception, you'd think they must have another woman. That's why I assumed you'd eloped with someone else.
I'd never do that! You're the only one for me! It took time, but I'm ready now to make you happy.
Tyler.
You're happy I contacted you, right? Even after 5 years apart, we're still meant for each other. Let's continue our wedding ceremony. Emma?
All right, I'll book the venue.
Yeah, thanks. I'm so happy you're arranging the venue yourself. You must be really excited about marrying me. Just let me know when everything's set.
I'll take care of everything.
Just like old times.
Sure, leave everything to me. Just make sure you don't run away this time.
I promise I won't run away again.
I'll hold you to that promise.
I won't let you down this time.
We'll see about that.
Today's finally the day.
Yes, it is.
I barely slept last night thinking about it.
Nervous again?
Just excited to start our life together. By the way, Emma, I'm at the venue, but where are you? I thought you'd be waiting here.
I'm running a bit late. Could you go inside first? Traffic is worse than I expected.
I can wait. Take your time.
Yeah, I'll be there soon.
Okay, but we are meeting here, right? I thought we'd have a church wedding like last time. Didn't expect to have it at a chapel.
Does the venue matter?
Not as long as you're here.
Are you disappointed?
Not at all. Actually, I prefer this kind of architecture. I'm really looking forward to it.
That's good.
The inside is different than I expected.
How so?
More serious, but in a good way. Let's pledge our eternal love here again. I made you wait 5 years, but this time I'll definitely make you happy.
Huh? We're here to pledge our eternal separation, actually.
What? Emma, what are you talking about? This is a joke, right?
All right, the 5-year fugitive has been secured. Remember your promise not to run away this time. I'm heading there now, so stay put until then.
Emma? What's going on? The staff won't let me leave! Emma, please answer me! Hey, Emma! What the hell was that about? You're seriously messing with me!
Oh, now you're angry?
Of course I'm angry! What kind of setup was that?
Huh? I'm not messing around at all. We just formally pledged to cut ties in front of everyone, didn't we?
That's exactly what I don't understand!
Which part? The ceremony or the legal documents?
All of it! The whole thing!
What?
After that, I was suddenly grabbed by the chapel staff and dragged to the main hall where all our parents and relatives were lined up. Then they forced me to sign some kind of separation document.
Did you read what you signed?
They wouldn't let me leave until I signed it.
Your parents' eyes were really scary, weren't they? Even though it was their first reunion with their son in 5 years, they were so expressionless it was like a horror movie.
Why were they even there?
Family should be present for important ceremonies, don't you think?
They ignored everything I said, and after I signed the document, they kicked me out of the chapel immediately. Emma, what was all that about? We were supposed to have a wedding. Why was I forced to sign separation papers?
Look, Tyler, I never said we were going to have a wedding.
What?
Check our messages. I only said I'd book a venue.
But you knew what I meant?
What I arranged was a tie-cutting ceremony. This chapel is actually famous for being a place where people can formally end relationships.
End relationships?
People come from all over the country to cut ties with toxic relationships. If you request in advance, they'll even prepare legal separation documents. The chapel staff witnesses the separation ceremony. That's what I arranged for today.
You can't be serious.
Dead serious.
Huh?
What do you think? Perfect place to continue our wedding ceremony, right?
Stop messing around! How is this a continuation of our wedding? I came back because I wanted to be your husband, so why am I signing separation papers?
You're the one who's messing around. Who would marry a debt-ridden loser like you?
Huh?
Stop causing Emma any more trouble. Enough is enough, you idiot son.
What? Mom? Why did Emma's messages suddenly change to Mom's? And more importantly, how do you know about my debts?
Because your debt collectors showed up at the wedding venue. That day 5 years ago, after you ran away from the reception.
That's impossible!
Is it? Then why did you really run?
Well, I specifically told them not to involve my family. That's why I rushed to escape from the venue.
Told them not to involve family while planning a wedding?
You don't understand.
We heard everything from the debt collectors. How you got addicted to online gambling, how you racked up nearly $1 million in debt.
They promised they wouldn't come.
And you believed loan sharks?
Well?
They told us you got a call from them that day. If you have money for a wedding, you have money to pay us back. You'll get wedding gifts so you can make some repayments. That's why you panicked and ran when you found out they were coming.
You weren't supposed to know about any of this?
Well, we do now.
But I was trying to protect you and Emma in my own way. I told the debt collectors the wedding was canceled. I said the wedding's off because they found out about the debt, so there won't be any gifts to collect. I thought they wouldn't come to the venue. I figured if I could just get away.
Protect us by running away?
They were threatening me.
Nothing was fine at all. The debt collectors didn't believe a word you said. They walked right into the chaotic venue where all the relatives had disappeared, demanding hand over the wedding gifts for repayment.
No way!
Fortunately, they were somewhat reasonable people. When we explained that you had abandoned everything and run away, they were sympathetic. They said, please return the gifts to all the guests who came and left quietly.
No, they're not reasonable at all. They were trying to ruin everything. I begged them not to come to the wedding, but they showed up anyway and spilled everything. They're the worst.
Shut up! This all happened because of your debt. I can't believe you tried to get married while hiding $1 million in debt. You're absolutely unbelievable.
That's...
And then complete radio silence for 5 years. I thought maybe you'd been caught and had your organs sold. I can't believe you're still alive.
Yeah, I got away by the skin of my teeth. Listen, that separation document was just a joke, right? I actually haven't paid back any of the debt yet, and I barely escaped from the debt collectors to get here. I came back because I need help.
What did you say? You haven't paid back anything after 5 years?
It's not my fault.
Then whose fault is it?
Well, the interest is insane. They keep making up reasons to add charges, and now the debt has grown to about $3 million. There's no way I can pay that back. I have no choice but to keep running.
What kind of place did you borrow from? But sorry, I have zero sympathy for you.
Don't say that! Help me out! I've thought of a brilliant plan to outsmart the debt collectors. They'll never think I'd come back to a place I already ran from. It's the hiding under their noses strategy. I'll be safe if I hide at home.
Are you insane?
Please, Mom!
Don't you dare try to drag us into your debt mess.
You're abandoning your own son? Sure, I did some stupid things, but I'm still your son. You gave birth to me.
You've done enough to deserve being abandoned by your mother.
Huh?
Your father and I have decided to live as if we never had a son. No matter how much you cry, we won't help you.
You can't mean that!
And all the inheritance that was meant for my late son will go to Emma. We won't give you a single penny, got it? Figure out how to pay back your own debt by yourself.
Hey, come on! If you have that money, why not help me out? Why give it to Emma, who's basically a stranger, instead of your own son?
A stranger? She's been more of a child to us than you ever were. And I told you you're not my son anymore. Besides, Emma was supposed to be our daughter. Your father and I already think of her as our daughter. What's wrong with giving money to someone who has done more for us than you ever did?
But...
We can give our money to whoever we want. You have no say in this. Now that you understand, don't ever contact us or Emma again.
Mom, please! Emma, please answer. I know you're reading these. You're all I have left. Please, Emma, marry me and help me out.
Sarah just told you yesterday not to contact us, and yet here you are.
I have nowhere else to go. After that, I went straight to my parents' house. They threw a bucket of water at me and chased me away. I never thought they'd really abandon me. If I can't rely on my parents, you're all I have left. You won't abandon me, right, Emma?
What?
Remember all our plans? The house we were going to buy?
With what money? Your gambling debts?
We were once about to pledge eternal love. I won't ask you to marry me. Just let me stay by your side. No, just let me stay at your place. Hide me from the debt collectors. I'm begging you.
That's absolutely not happening. I don't want to cause trouble for my husband. Seriously, stop contacting me.
Husband? What? You married another man?
Did you think I'd wait forever? Of course I got married, even after you disappeared. 5 years is plenty of time to move on and find someone else.
No way, that can't be true. You still had me.
I still had you? You disappeared for 5 years.
I was always thinking of you.
You don't exist to me. Our relationship ended 5 years ago. The fact that you're contacting me now, asking to get back together. It's so ridiculous, I almost threw my phone across the room.
But we could start over! Hey, what if you divorced your husband and started over with me?
Are you serious right now?
I'll do better this time!
That's absolutely never going to happen. There's no benefit or love in getting back together with a man drowning in debt.
Money isn't everything!
You gambled away $1 million. You almost married me and pulled me into your debt too. You never told your parents where you were. You risked those loan sharks demanding money from us after you ran away.
I didn't mean for things to turn out like that. I love you so much.
If you really loved me, why did you run away and leave me behind? Don't talk about love after doing something so dishonest. That's what?
I was scared.
So anyway, don't contact me ever again.
Wait! At this rate, they might really sell my organs next time. Are you okay with that?
Huh? Are you in that bad of a situation?
You have no idea how scary these people are. I've been running for 5 years without making any payments. They seem to be at their limit with me. Next time they catch me, it's definitely going to be dangerous.
Well, from the lender's perspective, it's understandable they'd be furious. No payments at all for 5 years.
You sound just like them. If you abandon me now, you'll definitely regret it. Your life will be full of pain. You'll think, if only I had helped him then. Are you still going to abandon me?
Are you guilt-tripping me now?
I'm begging you!
Yeah, and besides, I wasn't the one who did the abandoning. You abandoned me.
Ah!
I really have no love or sympathy left. You know what? The opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference. I honestly don't care what happens to you anymore.
No way! Just one night, please! Emma!
Well, good luck with your debt repayment. It's about time you stop running and face your responsibilities.
Don't block me!
Later, I heard through the grapevine that Tyler was finally caught by the debt collectors. However, they apparently said nobody would want to buy an idiot's organs anyway, so now he's working from dawn to dusk at a factory designated by the debt collectors. They provided him with company housing, but apparently it's a tiny 80-square-foot studio apartment that he shares with 3 other people in similar situations. I heard he's now crying and working hard, saying, "I want to get out of here as soon as possible. I want to pay off my debt and live a proper life."
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.